Dear students, welcome to the Learning Management System, Commissionerate of Collegiate Education, Government of Andhra Pradesh. I am Lieutenant Dr. Ranganath Gangineni, LMS Presenter, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government College Autonomous, Anantapura. In this video lesson, I am going to explain stock levels part 2 in cost account. By the end of this session, students are able to understand the meaning and the importance of UOQ and factors influencing the UOQ, meaning of ordering cost and carrying cost. This UOQ is going to be explained by applying the mathematical equation method, tabular method and graphical method, and also this UOQ is going to be explained with the help of Excel applications. These are the learning outcomes of this lesson. Now we will see the introduction and the meaning of EOQ. Reorder quantity is an order is placed when stock reaches reorder level. That means when the stock is consuming in an organization, whenever the stock reaches to the reorder level, we need to give reorder quantity. As and when the stock reaches to the reorder level, we need to place an order for purchasing of raw materials. That is called as reorder quantity. This reorder quantity for which order is placed when the stock reaches reorder level. This is also known as economic order quantity when it is the quantity which is most economical to order. That means this reorder quantity is also known as economic ordering quantity. Why it is called as economic ordering quantity is because of this is the order going to be most economical to the firm for putting a or placing a order for purchase of materials. What is the necessity of fixing of this EOQ is each and every time no need to calculate the reorder quantity for purchase of materials. Once we calculate the EOQ and fix the reorder quantity so that the purchaser or the firm does not need to require recalculate each and every time this EOQ. Once it is calculated, with that each and every time we can give the orders. That is the reason why we need to fix the EOQ. This EOQ technique solved one of the major problem, that is the time and money is saved. This is the major problem which is solved with EOQ in the area of inventory management. That is the order quantity problem is solved. By solving this order quantity problem, the time and cost is saved for the firm. And this gives maximum economy in purchasing of materials. When we are purchasing of materials for the firm, this EOQ generates maximum economy to the firm because we are purchasing raw materials at the lowest total cost. And this EOQ contributes towards maintaining the material at an optimum level. This EOQ has given an opportunity to the firm not to see the overstocking condition and as well as not to undergo for the understocking condition. Both these conditions are not good for any organization. So always this EOQ is avoiding overstocking condition as well as understocking condition by giving reordering quantity whenever the stock reaches to the reorder level, so that both these conditions can be avoided and by maintaining the optimum level of stock into the organization. When the firm is maintaining optimum level of stock in the organization, it generates least cost for maintaining of material and contributes for the revenue for the organization. These are the introduction and meaning of reorder quantity or economic ordering quantity. The factors which are influencing EOQ is two factors. That is, one is ordering cost, number two is carrying cost. Ordering cost is a cost incurred for acquiring inputs. Acquiring inputs. What are the inputs? Inputs are going to be materials. The materials which we are going to acquire, whatever the cost is incurred for acquiring the inputs, that is raw material and everything, is called as a ordering cost. This can be said in another manner. This is the cost of placing an order with the supplier is called as ordering cost. Simply, cost incurred for acquiring inputs is called as ordering cost. This ordering cost mainly includes the cost of placing an order, cost of stationery, cost of transportation, salaries of those engaged in receiving and inspection, cost of receiving goods, cost of inspecting goods, and salaries to those who is engaged in placing orders. All these expenses are included into the ordering cost. Cost of carrying stock, that is nothing but carrying cost. Carrying cost. This is also called as carrying cost. The carrying cost refers to that cost included in maintaining a given level of inventory. The carrying cost is nothing but the cost which is incurred for maintaining the inventory at a certain at a certain level. And this can also be said in another manner. This is the cost of holding the stock in storage. When we need to maintain the stock in the storage godown, we have to keep the some expenses for maintaining the stock properly into the storage, that is called as carrying cost. This carrying cost includes cost of storage space, cost of operating stores, the incidence of insurance cost. We need to insure the storage godown, interest on capital locked up in store, whatever the raw materials which we are stored into the godown, and based on that we have invested some capital. On that capital, whatever the interest we pay to the bank, that is also carrying cost. Deterioration and wastage of materials. When we are storing the raw materials into the godown, then some deterioration and wastages are happening for the storage time. That deterioration and wastage expenses is also included into the carrying cost. This is the both are going to be influencing the EOQ. Here we need to understand one more aspect. Here, order number of orders, number of orders, ordering cost, ordering cost. When the number of orders is 1, the order size is more large, high. When we need for 1 year, we need 1000 units of raw material, and the 1000 units of raw material we are going to purchase in one order. That means our order size is going to be 1000. Our order is very high. Order cost is going to be only 15 rupees. Let's take an example. For one order, 15 rupees. If we are going to give two orders, that means per order it is going to be 500 rupees order size. 500 units, not rupees. It is 500 units order size. That means order size is decreased. But whereas how many orders is increased? 2 orders. 15 to the 30. In this case, if the number of orders increases, order cost also increases. Whereas you forget about this number of orders, take into the order size. If the order size is high, ordering cost is low. If the order size decreases, order cost increases. Order size decreases, not the number of orders. I am not talking about the number of orders. I am talking about order size. If the order size is high, ordering cost is low. If the order size is low, ordering cost is high. That means the relationship between order size and to the ordering cost, between these two, the relationship is inverse. That means one increases, another one decreases. One decreases, another one increases. That is the relationship between order size and ordering cost. Students, try to understand the difference between number of orders and order size. If the number of orders increases, order size decreases. So here in this case, we are not going to consider this number of orders, we are going to consider the order size. If the order size is high, ordering cost is low. If the order size is low, ordering cost will increase. The inverse relationship between the order size and the ordering cost. And then coming to the carrying cost, in the carrying cost, the order size increases. Order size increases, that means the raw material are going to be with the firm is going to increases. If the raw material increasing with the firm, the carrying cost also increases because the storage expenses will increase. Order size increases, carrying cost increases. Order size decreases, carrying cost also decreases. That means the relationship between order size and carrying cost is positive relationship between these two. This is a relationship which is exist between order size, order size and carrying cost. But no need to consider here in case number of orders. Number of orders is different to the order size. Try to understand the student, that is very clear. That is the case. Orders, number of orders is different to the order size. Number of orders increases, order size decreases. Number of orders is decreased, order size will be increased. Next, we will see the graph for understanding the EOQ. EOQ is basically depending upon the total cost. This total cost is a combination of holding cost as well as ordering cost. This holding cost is nothing but carrying cost and ordering cost. This ordering cost, when the order size is, when the orders are number one order, that means the highest at the beginning. As the order number of orders increases, order size will decrease. Here the ordering cost will constantly decreases when the number of orders increases. At the same time, carrying cost, if the number of that means the stock increases in the firm number of units, the holding cost of that stock is going to be increases. When holding cost, that is carrying cost, increases and ordering cost decreases, and both these curves are going to intersect with each other at certain point, that becomes EOQ of the firm. Where the EOQ is finalized, there the ordering cost and holding cost, both the costs are going to be equal to one another. And the total cost curve is going to be least at the point of EOQ. The total cost is least, and ordering cost and carrying cost both are same at the point of EOQ. After the EOQ point, the ordering cost starts, holding cost starts increasing, and also ordering total cost will also starts increasing. That means in overall cost where it is minimum, that the EOQ will be decided. Like this, we have to study the graph for understanding the EOQ. After studying the graph, we are going to study the EOQ through mathematical equation method and as well as tabular method by application of Excel, and we will see in the next stage with mathematical equation as well as tabular method for better understanding of EOQ. Now we will see the mathematical equation of the EOQ. Mathematical formula of EOQ. Economic ordering quantity can also be calculated with the help of the following formula given below. That is, EOQ is equals to root of 2AO by C, where EOQ is equals to economic ordering quantity. 2 is a variable which is given value. A is annual consumption in units. O is equals to ordering cost per order or buying cost. C is equals to storage or carrying cost as a percentage of average inventory. These are the notations which are used for the calculation of EOQ in mathematical formula manner. Now we will try to apply this equation in the given problem. The problem is like that. Determine EOQ from the following information by using formulae and tabular methods. Annual consumption is 12,000 units. Cost of ordering is 15 rupees per order. Cost of material is 1 rupee 25 paise per unit. Carrying cost is 20% of average inventory. We will solve this problem by using mathematical formula. Formula for calculation of EOQ is EOQ is equals to root of 2AO by C, and we will interpret the values which is given in the problem into the formula. Root of 2 which is there in the formula multiplied with 12,000 units multiplied with 15 rupees per order, that is ordering cost, whole divided by 1 rupee 25 paise per unit of material multiplied with 20% of average inventory, that becomes carrying cost. Carrying cost is nothing but 20% of average inventory. Inventory value is 1 rupee 25 paise. And after taking the inventory value, we need to calculate the 20% of that, that becomes carrying cost. After doing it, we have to multiply 2 into 12,000 into 15, that becomes 3,60,000 rupees divided by 1 rupee 25 paise multiplied with 20%, then we will get the 25 paise. That means 1 rupee 25 paise is divided into 5 parts, that is because of 20%, 5 parts, then we will have a one each part 25 paise. 3,60,000 divided by 0.25, that is 25 paise root. 3,60,000 divided by 0.25, then we will get the 14,40,000 rupees. After getting the 14,40,000 rupees, we will find the root for this value. Then we will get the EOQ in units, that is 1200 units. This is the 1200 units. Whenever we need, whenever the firm reaches to the reorder level, then the firm is supposed to have a reorder quantity for purchasing of raw materials into the firm. When the firm reaches reorder level, they are supposed to place the order, that is reordering quantity or EOQ, reordering quantity. and also called as EOQ. Our EOQ is equals to 1200 units. When our EOQ is 1200 units, how much is annual consumption? Annual consumption is going to be 12,000 units. When we need a 12,000 units per annum, for each and every order, we are going to give 1200 units. That means how many orders we need to go for per year? Two zeros cancel, 12 1 ja, 12 1 ja, 0, 0. That means the number of orders is going to be 10 orders. Number of orders is 10 orders, 1200 units per order. Like that, 1200 units per order into 10 orders, that becomes our annual consumption of 12,000 units. When we are placing 12 orders per year, we are going to get more economical purchasing condition, that is going to be more economical to the firm, that leads to the maintenance of optimum level of stock in the firm. So we are always try to put the order for the purchasing of raw materials only for the 1200 units. Like that, per year 10 times we have to give the order, so that the firm's maintenance of materials, efficiency and effectiveness of inventory management is going to be improved. That leads to the generating of more and more revenue and decreasing of losses in the materials. That is called as EOQ importance. After knowing the EOQ mathematical formula method, then we are going to solve the same problem by applying the tabular method. Now we will see the tabular method by solving the problem with the help of Excel sheet. Now we will see how to solve this problem in Excel. First, how many orders? First you take the one order, for example. If you are going for only one order, the annual consumption is 12,000 units. Cost per order is 15 rupees. Cost of material 1 rupee 25 paise per unit. Carrying cost is 20% of the average inventory. Calculate EOQ. I am going for only one order per year. That means total 12,000 units is to be purchased at a time in one order. Per unit cost, it is given in the problem, that is cost of material 1 rupee 25 paise per unit. 1 rupee 25 paise per unit material cost. Now the inventory value is equals to 12,000. In Excel, if you click that cell, that is not going to take the 12,000 rupees. The address of the cell is going to be considered in Excel. The address of the cell is B6. That means B column 6 row, that becomes B6 multiplied with 1 rupee 25 paise, that becomes 15,000 rupees inventory value. Now like that, I am planning to go for 15 orders. I have to find out at which order I am going to get the total cost least. On the carrying cost and ordering cost, both are going to be the same at certain point. I have to find out where it is going to happen. For this reason, I am going to check for the 15 orders. This is 14 only. I will take one more column, 15. So now here in one order we are giving 12,000 units. If I go for two orders, my order size will be decreased. If the number of orders increases, the order size of number of units will reduce. Now I will calculate for two orders. What is my order size? Is equals to total requirement of the material is this much divided by how many orders I am giving? I am giving two orders. That means per order, how many units are going to be ordered? This many units are going to be ordered. How many units? 6,000 units. After finding out this, here if you see this formula bar, you will see the B6 divided by A7. This B6 is nothing but this 12,000 rupees. This 12,000 rupees is going to be constant for all the 15 columns, but whereas this A7 is going to be A8, A9, A10 like that, because my order sizes are increasing, but the total consumption per year of material is going to be 12,000 units is fixed. I have to divide the 12,000 divided by 3, 12,000 divided by 4, 12,000 divided by 5, like that I have to divide these and then finding the values. For this reason, what I need to do is I have to select the B6, that means 12,000 column here. After selecting it, click on the F4 button in the keyboard. After clicking the F4 button, you can see the dollar symbol before the B and before the 6. That means we are fixing it for all the cells 12,000 rupees. Now you just apply the enter key. We will find the 6,000. Just drag this 6,000 column up to the 15th orders. You will get the orders for order size for different orders. If you are going for 15 orders per year, per order size is 800 units. If you are ordering 800 units for each and every time, we need to order 15 times per year so that we are going to reach for 12,000 units. Like that, you can observe 4,000 units per order. That means 4,000 into 3 times 4 3 are 12,000. If you are giving 3,000 units per order, that means 4 times 4 3 are 12. Like that, we have to calculate the units per order. That is called as order size. This is number of orders. This is order size. Order size is constantly decreasing when the number of orders increasing. Per unit cost, 1 rupee 25 paise. This is constant per unit cost. So you can keep as it is. And here we already multiplied 12,000 into 1.25 paise. Then you can just drag so that you will get the inventory value. Now ordering cost. Ordering cost per order, here cost of order is 15 rupees per order. If you are making one order, you have to pay the ordering cost 15 rupees. If you are paying, if you are looking for two orders into 15 rupees, that becomes 30 rupees. That means what I am doing, I am taking it one order cost, that is 15 rupees, multiplied with 2, then it becomes 30 rupees. Now this 15 rupees is going to be constant for each and every cell to calculate the ordering cost. So I have to fix this 15 rupees in my formula. Go to the formula bar. Here in the formula bar, you can select the F6, apply the F4 key in the keyboard, then automatically you can see the dollar symbol before F and before 6. Now you can apply the enter key, you will get the 30 rupees. If you are going for two orders, your ordering cost is 30 rupees. Going for three orders, your ordering cost is increases 45, 60, 75, 90 like that. Ordering cost will increases. Here if you observe the inverse relationship between the order size, this is order size, this column is order size, this column is ordering cost. If the order size is decreasing, order cost is increasing. Ordering cost is increasing. Now we need to calculate the carrying cost. Carrying cost is 20% of the average inventory. How to calculate the average inventory is equals to the inventory value is 15,000 divided by. Now we need to calculate carrying cost. How to calculate the carrying cost is very simple. In the given problem, the carrying cost is 20% of average inventory. We have to calculate the average inventory is equals to inventory value divided by 2 multiplied with 20%, that is 0.20. You will get the 1500. Try to understand the students. The average inventory is nothing but the total inventory value by 2. So this is 15,000 by 2 multiplied with 20%, we will get the 1500. That is what I have done is equals to, once again, 15,000 divided by 2 multiplied with 0.20 becomes 1500 rupees. 1500 rupees, just you can drag it, you will get the total carrying cost. After getting the total carrying cost, what we need to do is we have to calculate the total cost. Total cost is equals to ordering cost plus carrying cost is equals to total cost. Once you find the total cost for one order, you can just drag the for 15 orders, you will get the for 15 orders. Now if we observe, the order sizes decreases, ordering cost increases. If the order sizes decreases, ordering cost increases. So inverse relationship between the order size and ordering cost, I already explained in the first slide. And order size decreases, carrying cost is also decreases. That is, there is a positive relationship between order size and carrying cost. And finally, what we need to understand over here is we have to look into the total cost. The total cost is constantly reducing and reached to 300 here, and after 300 rupees again started increasing the total cost. 301, 305, 310, 370, 325, like that it is increasing. That means the total cost is least at certain point, that is number of orders is 10 orders, the order size is 1200 units and inventory value is 1500. The ordering cost and carrying cost are both are same value and the total cost is least 300 rupees when it compared to the other alternatives. This is our EOQ. EOQ has to be highlighted by applying some color. We can highlight the EOQ. So our EOQ is 1200 units. EOQ orders is 10 orders. Where the carrying cost and ordering cost are both are same, there our EOQ will occur. There total cost is least compared to the other alternatives. Now the students are able to draw a chart for this table, because what we have done the tabular method by application of Excel and found the EOQ through the tabular method. After finding the EOQ, we can draw a chart for this table so that we can understand and we can have a better understanding through the graph. A layman can also understand. For preparing graph or chart, we have to select the some only few columns, that is number of orders, ordering cost, carrying cost and total cost. These 4 lines are going to be very important for constructing the chart. After selecting these 4, we can go for home and select the line chart. Not home, you can go for the insert. In the insert, you can find the line chart here. Insert line chart. You can just click on this button. You can select the first chart itself. This is the first chart, and then you can just big size, make it big size. You can going to be visible property. Now we can see it. The orders are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. The orders are increasing. This carrying cost of this curve is coming down. Ordering cost increases. These both the curves are intersected at 10 orders, there our EOQ will happen because both these curves are intersect together, and there the total cost line is very least. After this point, the total cost line is also increased and reached to 325, from 300 rupees to 325 rupees it is reached. So like this we can construct the chart also for the given data. Now we can see this into the PowerPoint slides. If you observe over here, the order sizes increases. Here order size increases, increasing order size or decreasing order size decreases, order cost increases. That means the relationship between these two is inverse, whereas order units per order, that is odd size of the order is increases or decreases, and carrying cost is also decreases. Carrying cost is also decreasing. That means the relationship between these two is positive. Between the order size and carrying cost, the relationship is positive. Whereas order size, this is the order size, and ordering cost, the relationship between these two is inverse. Here you can understand 10 orders, 1200 units, that our UOQ. Ordering cost is 150 and carrying cost is 150, both are same, and the least total cost is 300. That is where we can find our EOQ. For this table, we can see the graph also. Here, if you observe the graph, this is the 10 orders. Here at the point at the 10 orders, you can see the both the curves, that is ordering cost and carrying cost. This is a red color is ordering cost, and this total cost curve is, this yellow curve is total cost, and this curve is carrying cost. And this carrying cost and ordering cost both are intersected at 10 orders. That is our EOQ. This is our EOQ. When the 10 orders is happening, our EOQ will happening because at this point ordering cost and carrying cost are both are intersect together, because the reason is both the costs are 150 and the total cost is 300. That is the least. Here the total cost is 300. Here at the end the total cost is 325. So that means the total cost is also increases after the 10 orders crashes and moving towards the 15 orders. The carrying cost is total cost is increases, and order cost is also increases. All the costs are increasing trend after crashing the 10 orders. Now, if your EOQ orders is 10, then what is your EOQ size in units? You have to calculate. The annual total consumption is 12,000 units. This is given in the problem. 12,000 units divided by what is our EOQ orders? EOQ order is 10 number of orders. We can divide these two, 0, 0 cancel, that becomes 1200 units is our order size, that is EOQ is 1200 units. Students, like this we have to calculate the EOQ in mathematical formula and tabular method, and before calculation part a student has to understand the meaning of reorder level, reorder quantity, importance of fixing economic ordering quantity, and the behavior of ordering cost and carrying cost, and the relationship between order size and ordering cost, and the relationship between order size and carrying cost. These are the different concepts which are going to be very useful for the student in the real life scenario where you are going to work in a enterprises, where you are going to deal with the inventory management. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.